On order of the Greenwood Redevelopment Commission on this, the 14th day of November, 2023. Roll call, please.
Mr. Moan?
Here.
Mr. Hoover?
Here.
Mr. Hopper?
Here.
Mr. Harris?
Present.
Mr. Campbell?
Here.
And non-voting advisor, Mr. Zaborowski?
Here. For the record, Mr. Campbell is here virtually today. Is there a motion to approve our minutes from our October 17th meeting?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. Moan, second by Mr. Hoover. Any questions, corrections, deletions? Please.
Mr. Campbell?
Aye.
Mr. Harris?
Aye.
Mr. Hopper?
Aye.
Mr. Hoover?
Aye.
Mr. Moan?
Aye. Minutes are approved, 5-0. New business, Riverfront District application, MPH Entertainment LLC, 230 West Main Street. See, there's somebody here online to talk about that. If you are, unmute yourself and the floor is yours.
Yes, I'm Michael Holcraft, and I actually own the building there at 230. And I'm also a partner in Hoosier Brewing Company. And we have a SIP. I think you probably remember them. They got a approval, and they're going to be in the downstairs at 250. And if you look at their floor plan, they're just limited to the downstairs, and then they also have access to the 2 full bathrooms down there. So this is for 230, which is the second level and the mezzanine level. Separate entrances, separate business, and so forth. So, and what this is doing is kind of replacing when the release was in there for live music exclusively. That business plan simply didn't work. So now it'll be expanded to be all types of events. And since it also has the full kitchen, not only will the kitchen be used for caterers to cater the events, but we'll also have guest chefs coming in to have it as a a restaurant from time to time, if you will, where the guest chef, maybe they don't have the capital to have their own restaurant, or they simply don't want to have their own restaurant. They will have a place to take advantage of the kitchen and then serve as many as 150 people upstairs.
Okay, so I guess my question is, who is running the liquor operation portion? Will you be somebody you hire serving drinks, or is it somebody who's coming in serving it using your license?
It'll be me. I will have a manager, and then as we book events, then we will hire bartenders who will also just help set up and tear down accordingly.
But ultimately, you're the one responsible, right?
That is correct.
Anyone else? Anyone else have questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
I think you may have touched on this, but how does this application differ from the one we just approved in September?
The SIP, which is the one you approved in September, they are a 21 and over lounge. And they will have maybe 1 or 2 musicians in the corner and that kind of thing, but it's a very and they have no kitchen. I mean, that's important too. So they're basically a 21 and over lounge, and this is going to be open to all ages and all types of events. So for instance, my daughter's a drummer, she's 16. We'll probably have talent shows and things like that where there will be under 21 there, where liquor license wouldn't be used at all for that. And then there's going to be, like we had with the release, there will be live shows. We will also have weddings and business events. So it's designed to be a kind of an overall event space for people to use, where we can fit 150 to 200 people in.
Okay, well, this may be a question for the attorney, but on the sheet that we got, the SIP on Maine was approved in June. then there was another approval for Grafton Peak at 181 South Madison in September.
Oh,
Is-
I wouldn't know about that.
Does that one still exist? Is that still used because you're in the Grafton Peak building, is that correct?
That is incorrect.
Okay, all right, my fault then. All right,
They would be, this property, according to Beacon, would be 2 buildings to the east of the Grafton Peak.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
known as the old Columns building.
oh, okay, all right, thank you. Thank you very much. That answers all my questions.
Okay, no, okay.
Mr. Hirsch, you had one.
Oh, Mike stole.
He stole it? Oh, all right. Any other questions? All right, Mr. Watson.
All right, the commission has the duty to review the application, determine whether the proposed project would provide an economic benefit to the riverfront district, and recommend whether the project site should be considered eligible to be a permit premises in accordance with IC 7.1-3-20-16D. Any motion to approve the application should also recommend that the project site be considered eligible to be a permit premises in accordance with the aforementioned statute, and direct the mayor to communicate the approved recommendation to the Alcohol Beverage Commission.
Is there a motion?
I'll motion.
Mr. Hirsch, is there a second? I'll second. Second by Mr. Miller. Any other questions, comments? All right, hearing none, roll call.
Mr. Harris,
Aye.
Mr. Hopper,
Aye.
Mr. Hoover,
Aye.
Mr. Moan.
Aye.
Mr. Campbell,
Aye,
Motion is approved 5-0.
And just for the record, minutes will reflect that the recommended motion was what was approved. Unless I hear it. Yeah, sorry. That's good.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Moving on, resolution number 2023-08, additional appropriation. Somebody wants to talk about that somewhere.
Good afternoon. This is Adam Stone. I'm just on the call. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, sir.
Awesome. Good afternoon. This is included in your packets. This is the resolution, and we've provided the spend plan schedules as well. This is for 2024. If approved, this would allow the expenditure of tax increment finance dollars, the Greenwood Redevelopment Commission next year. It's been reviewed by city staff, the city controller, and was prepared alongside the RDC's attorney as well. There have been amendments to the legislation regarding the spend plans. The new legislation actually goes into effect December 1st, 2024. So we'll be making some additional adjustments to how we track this moving forward. But for this year, it's largely the same methodology, a little bit more description on the intended uses within the plan. But ultimately, it is consistent with the estimates that were prepared and is using the paid 2024 certified incremental assessed values per allocation area. And it is subject to public hearing. With that, I'll pause and see if there are any questions.
Questions, Rob? All right, here none, I'll open it up for a public hearing. Anybody who wants to come for us, speak for or against, may do so now. Here none, I'll close the public hearing. Is there a motion?
I move the tax resolution number 2023-08.
Motion by Mr. Hoover, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Harris. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hopper,
Aye.
Mr. Hoover,
Aye.
Mr. Moan. Mr. Campbell,
aye,
Mr. Harris.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion is approved 5-0.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Al.
Moving on, capital project reports, Main Madison Streetscape Project, change order number 4.
Odd that Kevin would have forgotten the RDC meeting that. I can try and muddle through if you want. Right here in front of us. Here. Looks like it was a total, change order cost of $155,861.67 with the notation that they will look for payment reimbursement from Storm for 28,583.72 and 6,818.50. And anybody wants to run that math? And looks like it was repairing a drain, ADA to city center. Mark might know what these mean more than I do.
Not seen this, I'm happy to look at it.
You might understand the notes more than I would. What it was for.
Looks like this is a change order to increase the contract amount by $155,861.67, as Amanda noted. Looks like a change order includes stormwater work at the Baptist Church, additional electrical power runs at the Burke parking lot, which is likely the city lot north of Old City Park. Brewer Street paving, there's additional asphalt paving done on Brewer Street. Catenary lights, they're looking to add overhead lights like Christmas lights across Main Street. ADA to city center. Sure what that is with this project, sorry. Catenary to Madison, which is the same thing along Madison Avenue. Oh, I know what the ADA to city center was. There was some additional ADA ramps added over by the new signal, and the new signal cabinet was ramped down to that parking lot that the city uses there. So ADA to city center would be that, same with the ADA curve to the city center lot. Item for surplus from utilities. Irrigation of city center landscape, there was some water meter and sprinkler system was added for that grass, where the clock is off of Madison Avenue. 88 push buttons is for the traffic signal. And apparently some additional storm sewer work at the Baptist Church. So I don't know if that was more helpful than Amanda or not, but
Actually, it's that. Either, Mark, is it showing there what the total project cost is?
yes, the original contract amount was $4,269,000. You previously authorized changes in the amount of $468,227.33. The new contract amount with all change orders included is $4,893.89 even.
Assuming we're pretty close to the final. Can't imagine what else would be.
Yeah, I would imagine we're close to a final change order. Traditionally, at the end of a project, or early project, it would be how much change order, so there's overruns, underruns, so you balance that all out. So you might see one or two more change orders. The other thing on this, it looks like it notes contract time will be increased by this change order by 40 days. There is supporting documentation in here, so if there's questions on something, I could dive into these memos from Morphe and try to get a better understanding of them.
Whatever it's worth, you might be able to answer this. It looks like, in looking at some documentation, that this was a unit-based contract, at least in part, and it looks like some of the units may have exceeded what was estimated. And that may be part of what is causing the change order. Is that
Yeah, that happens often on roadway projects. So you lay out plans in 2-dimension and you build it in 3-dimension and things change somewhat. So like a good example would be run a storm sewer pipe. Maybe you estimated you need 100 linear feet of storm sewer pipe and you wind up needing 110. So you got to pay for that extra 10 feet. That's why it's bid on a per unit basis. So the contractor gets paid for what he puts in and he doesn't get paid for what he doesn't put in. So then he puts in 90 linear feet of concrete pipe, then you wouldn't get paid for that extra 10 feet.
What do we usually bake in as our overage? Don't we usually
I don't know what the board's practice is. I have heard you guys typically set aside, when you set aside project funds, you plan to spend an additional 10 or 15%. I don't know what that exact number is.
$150,000 not inconsequential, but why did a $4 million project?
But we've already gone over. We already had change orders, 470,000 basically. Yeah, right. Yeah, so we're well over that at this point.
Well, I'll move that we approve change order number 4 presented.
All right, motion by Mr. Hoover, second. Second by Mr. Melvin. Any questions, comments? All right,
Thank you, Mark.
roll call, please.
Mr. Hoover,
Aye.
Mr. Moon.
Aye.
Mr. Campbell,
Aye.
Mr. Harris,
Aye.
Mr. Hopper.
Aye. Yeah, and this was what? From October 4th, they submitted this and they're not done for another 4 days, so they still got more coming, right? All right, next up, communication and public relations, 2024 professional service agreement with Hirons, advertising, public relations, digital media, probably, I don't know.
The only thing I know about that is it doesn't appear that the scope changed, but they did reduce the cost. Maybe Greg or Sam can comment to that.
I think Terry just asked them to cut some of the costs back in their contracts.
That's good. Yeah, what, 5,000 bucks to 2,500 is that what I heard?
What he said,
Okay. Yeah.
according to this.
Any questions for anybody? All right, is there a motion to approve? Motion by Mr. Harris, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Moon. I will say, they do a great job, I think, Harris does, so. We're worth the cost. Roll call, please.
Mr. Moon. Aye. Mr. Campbell,
Aye.
Mr. Harris,
Aye.
Mr. Hoover,
Aye.
Mr. Hopper.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion is approved 5-0. All right. Monthly financial report.
Hey, it's Adam. Nothing new to report here. We just get notice. We're waiting on the the fall tax distributions. We haven't gotten any initial receipts or timing of that yet, but once we do in December, we'll send that summary out. Otherwise, that would be the only note that those numbers, we're still waiting on that second half distribution.
All right, thanks, Adam. Department reports, Mr. Hodson,
Nothing to report, thank you.
Mr. Watson,
Nothing to report.
Mr. Wright.
Good afternoon. Got one request here, consideration of our agreement with ADS Consulting, also known as Stone Municipal, to continue the relationship with Mr. Stone for doing financial consulting for the RDC. The terms are the same as prior years.
I'll move to approve.
Continued free services?
Mr. Hoover, second by Mr. Moe.
Was that Adam laughing?
Not.
Hey now. Can't be there to defend myself.
All right, roll call.
Mr. Campbell,
Aye.
Mr. Harris,
Aye.
Mr. Hopper,
Aye.
Mr. Hoover,
Aye.
Mr. Moe.
Motion approved 5-0. Keep up the good work, Adam.
Thanks,
Hey,
Adam.
thank you all very much. It's a tremendous blessing. Thank you.
Mr. St. John.
Good afternoon, Mark St. John, city engineer. The one item I have for you is to ask for authorization of payment for right of way for parcel 1 on our Smith Valley Road and Gabriel Road roundabout project. This is the parcel in the southwest corner. It's owned by Fifth Third Bank is located on it. I think the property name is in Harvard Hill State Bank. But it's the Fifth Third Bank parcel. It's the last piece of right of way we have to secure for this project. I'll be back next month. There's one additional parcel I'll have to request payment on with the condemnation. So in the eyes of the court, we legally own it. We still have to cut the rest of the check. So right away with this will be fully secured for this project.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Hooper, second.
Second.
Mr. Moan. Mr. Moan beats you to it, Mr. Cable.
All right.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Hopper,
Aye.
Mr. Hoover,
Aye.
Mr. Moan.
Aye.
Mr. Campbell,
Aye.
Mr. Harris.
Abstain because I'm an employee of Fifth Third Bank.
Motion approved 4-0 with one abstention. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Anything from the mayor's office, as far as anybody knows?
Nothing.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve our claims docket from this month, November, for $979,676.67? Everybody jump at once.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Moan,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Harris. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hoover,
Aye.
Mr. Moan,
Aye.
Mr. Campbell,
Aye.
Mr. Harris,
Aye.
Mr. Hopper.
Aye. Motion approved 5-0. Anybody else in the audience or on the interwebs have anything for us today? All right, hearing none, we will adjourn.